in the oven. The oven. The oven. Yep. The oven. The oven. The oven. Yep. The oven. The oven. Smells good. The oven.
The oven.
Yep.
Am I clean? Clean. My teeth clean? Yeah. I just ate Taco Bell.
Crushed Taco Bell.
Yeah, destroyed that. I feel like Mario's one of those people. Like if he's having a conversation with someone and they have something in their mouth, like in their teeth, he won't tell them, depending who it is.
50-50.
Yeah.
50-50.
If he likes you, he tells you.
Yeah. I feel like if you don't know somebody, you don't tell them. Like if it's like someone you just met, I don't want to be like, hey, by the way, you got something in your teeth.
No, yeah, someone you just met, probably not going to tell you. Someone like you, I would love to tell you have something green in your tooth.
But you're doing him the favor. It's not like you're hurting him.
Yeah, it's a favor, but like I'm going to make you feel weird about it.
Fair enough.
I'm going to make you feel uncomfortable because you have food in your teeth.
How long has it been in his teeth, too?
Yeah.
Play that game.
Did you brush your teeth today? You know what I mean? Like, did you floss? When's the last time you flossed? Do you use mouthwash?
Are these real questions for me?
I'm waiting. I'm like,
I just said your teeth are always clean.
I know. Flossing sucks though, man. I'm not a big fan of flossing.
It feels so
fan.
weird, but when I'm done, I feel great. It's just something about it.
Yeah, I'm just like, flossing sucks. I do it, but I fucking hate
I bleed almost every time.
Well,
Yeah.
if you do it more
I do
routinely,
hard,
you won't
yeah.
bleed as much.
Yeah.
Rob, how's it feel to be on the side of the camera?
I don't know. I'm like sweating.
You sweating?
No, the oven is literally preheated
It's hot.
right now.
Well,
it's
it's hot
hot
in
as
here.
balls.
We're in a
here.
garage.
Okay,
I'm actually comfy. I'm comfy tonight.
I'm Mario. That's my Croatian co-host, Franco, a.k.a. Papa Fazul.
Yes, sir. Papa.
Today we got Rob Gaertner over here. He's
kid.
usually over there doing the audio for us. He started out at Fox. Now he's David Beckham's personal fluffer on Apple TV.
Thought you were going to say Shoshana.
Oh, man.
But man, yeah, like Franco said, how's it feel to be on this side?
It's definitely different, especially at work, because I do work on the other side of the camera, more so the production side. So this is a little different. You have to think about what you're going to say, watch what you're going to say.
This is a mini oven. You don't have to
Yeah.
think about what you say.
No, you're-
I never think about what I say.
No, there's no rules here.
You do no filter.
Mario just edited it out. See, I need you to, like, before we even get started, I need you to explain, what exactly it is that you do at work. I feel like everyone kind of has, like, that friend. Like, you're one of my best friends, and if someone was to, like, put a gun to my head, I'd be like, yo, what exactly does Rob do at work? I'm like, honestly, I don't know.
So
I know, but I don't know.
All right,
you know
Dresses
what I
up like Freddie Mercury and runs around.
mean? Literally.
back in my, I did that. Yeah.
Like I know what Mario does at
But
work.
that gets
Nothing.
Like and just rips on Bill all night, all day.
clips, and
Listen,
it
Bill, I love that man. If you ever need me, just let me know. I'm ready for that.
No, since Franco's Hall of Fame clip came out, he heard it in my office from his office every day now. Oh, what are they doing over there at Stony Brook? What does a kid got to do to get in the Hall of Fame? What are they doing? I'm like, Bill, relax, bro.
Great guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bill's the man. No, so for real, let's.
So Mary said started at Fox, kind of actually started at ESPN.
That's right.
Yep. Kind of got lucky. Our friend Ronnie was like, hey, they need some extra workers doing the U.S. Open in 2019.
Oh, I love the U.S. Open too.
Yeah, before I was obsessed with golf. And filled in, kind of helped them out. Somebody was like, hey, do you want to come travel for work? At that time, I was still doing the baseball company. It was just to be a PA. You guys always bust my balls filling coolers, making yogurt for Gus Johnson or whatever. I mean,
He's always been a fluffer.
Hey, you just look at him.
do what you got to do. You
gotta get in there,
fake it
man.
till you make it. Exactly what I'm doing, faking it till I make it. So
Aren't we all, dude?
was there working with Tim Tebow, Marcus Spears, Laura Rutledge. Was let go during COVID. Bounced to Fox, as you said. And then someone offered me an opportunity to kind of take a step up, skip a few years, and I wouldn't have to travel as much. That was the whole reason for switching. For those of you that don't know, MLS, go Apple. They play 10 months out of the year, so it's an easy switch. I did NASCAR football. Outside and the weather sucked. Dick.
Yeah, it's
Sucks sitting out. Yeah, you're always outside.
Yeah, tell me about it.
But the traveling's awesome. So now what I do is essentially I handle all talent, whether it be, ordering them food, making sure all their cards are right. So those are the advertisements you have to hit. Handle all
Fuck,
the.
you don't do our cards. You don't order our food.
Nah, you don't pay me enough.
You ain't talent.
You ain't talented. Dude, no. So I also ensure that like everyone hits schedules. So I have schedules, order catering, but now they've kind of given me some more responsibilities where I'm actually, as of like a few weeks, been doing the interviews.
Nice.
So I get to, English and Spanish, whether I know it or not. So it's been an adventure. They're just throwing me out
I'm
there.
in the car with him yesterday. He's like, bro, this Spanish thing is so frustrating.
I don't know.
What are you learning? What are you learning on that app?
What? Where do you watch it?
No. Oh, you're
Oh,
not
no,
speaking Spanish,
I'm
are you?
speaking Spanish. I'm literally interviewing the Spanish
When did you
soccer
learn?
player.
What do you got, Babbel or something like that?
No,
That's
I
what
don't
I'm talking
need.
about,
I'm
Babbel.
literally. I'm just winging it. I mean, just winging it.
I took
Google
Hace
Translate.
calor.
Hace frío. I took Spanish for like 9 years, and I can't hold a conversation whatsoever.
So Google Translate. Google
Oh,
Translate.
yeah,
is-
Oh,
dude,
yeah, it works
it's money
well.
now.
I used to use that with patients, actually.
Yeah.
Google Translate. This is the best thing to do.
But it's hard because it's kind of
You're on the
live.
spot, though.
It's live and it's on the spot, so I have to understand what they're saying and then be like, keep it simple. So my first shot's always a layup. It's like,
¿Cómo se llama?
buenos dias, like mucho bueno juego, like whatever they do. I kind of
¿Cuál es tu nacionalidad?
I keep it so simple, no accent, just hit the words. No, it's check it out after the games.
So, what else tell us something that goes on behind the scenes over there that we don't know about.
The stuff never works. We're Apple TV. We never get equipment. I mean, my job is really to handle the talent, and I actually shoot the intros to the show now. That's why I have that Osmo.
Yep.
So they gave me a camera to shoot. But
Man, I don't mean to cut you up, but talk about how fucking awesome the Osmo is.
So much fun.
Oh my god, GoPro. See you later. It's the DJI Osmo all day.
Thing of the
GoPro
past.
makes you feel like you're in a fishbowl.
Yeah, you're looking at like the Missouri bean.
But it doesn't move. The Osmo's Missouri.
Isn't that the
bean.
Chicago bean?
No, I was in Kansas City.
No, it's not in Kansas City. It's a Chicago.
Chicago bean. The Missouri is the arc.
No, St. Louis is the art.
St. Louis is the
There
arc.
you go. Well,
Missouri.
It's in Missouri.
St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah, nice.
Come on,
You're
bro.
right.
Come on. The bean is
Well, you
Chicago.
said Kansas
the
City.
arch is
Kansas
Kansas
City.
City, Missouri.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Well, St. Louis, Missouri.
Where's
I'm
the
sorry.
bean,
Kansas
Phil?
City's also in Missouri, though.
Yes.
It's Kansas City.
Yeah, the bean
Yeah.
is Chicago.
Whatever, bro. I've never been to Chicago. Fuck.
But the Osmo tilts for you. It controls, because I have no skills. You guys see my camera
Yeah, we see
setup
the
here?
fucking pictures you take, bro. You suck at taking our pictures.
It's amazing what the camera could do for you.
I think to myself, like, this guy works for fucking Apple. He can't even take a fucking picture.
It's nuts.
It's not. I can't deny it.
It's not even close. Like, sometimes, like, part of our body will be cut off.
Well, that's because you guys move after it's set up.
It's like Aunt Kathy set up the camera.
I got face lock on those Osmos. I don't have to do anything.
So Rob comes from a great family, by the way. I know them for
Amazing
a very
family.
long time. And I just want to tell a brief story really quick. I'll give you 20 seconds. Where our families were close in middle school. We go to spring training in Florida. We're at the Houston Astros spring training. His dad was our coach on the Wantagh Astros. So now we're at the Houston Astros spring training. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, his dad can't believe it. The coach of the Astros walks by. Who was the coach at the time?
Last name was Gaertner. I don't want to say Ron Gaertner. but-
Ron Gaertner. Yeah, I think it was Ron Gaertner. And he hands the camera to my dad. It wasn't a phone. It was an actual camera. Wrong person to hand it to. Really quick. My dad had 2 seconds. Take the picture, and that's it. Rob's so excited. Big Rob. Coach is long gone. He's like, all right, Ralph, let me see that picture. My dad never took the picture.
My dad doesn't get excited for much.
Bro.
Your dad was so pissed.
He was mad at me. He gets mad at me for that.
It was always your fault.
Yeah, always. Still
That's-
is. Still is. Now it's my brother. I'm like, since I'm not home as much, so
That's ridiculous. That's such a big Ralph move, bro.
Absolutely.
no picture.
My dad's the guy at the weddings like this with his phone going around.
What the fuck, bro? I get so
Like, bro, they're paying someone for that.
filming like Duke Gomez, half face in the picture.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like an old man style. So I'm not like so familiar with you're very deep in the soccer world now. That's the one part of sports. Even Mario watches soccer enough where he can hold a conversation about it. Me, I feel like I'm simply just not there. But you're part of the Messi team. Is there like a LeBron, Michael Jordan kind of debate like to Ronaldo and Messi? Is that like a thing in the soccer world?
definitely a debate, but I think after coming to watching him in person, seeing what he does week in and week out, it's just unbelievable. Like, he makes these situations. He's so smart. We track him throughout the game, certain metrics, but his movement, he doesn't move as much as he used to. He's getting older.
Smart.
But he's so smart. He's always in the right place. And you think it's luck, but it's just him being good.
Yeah, just
That's-
him
it's
knowing
being
knowing
good.
the game, right?
There's one, I forget the coach's name, but he tried to, it's like, Messi can't be measured in metrics. You measure great player in metrics. He's the best player of all time, simply put.
Okay,
Wow.
good.
Because he just brings so much more than the numbers.
Yeah, and the way you have to change your team setup, because it's...
He's just one of those guys who's like, he's always where they ain't. He's always where they ain't.
Yeah.
I feel like.
That's
You know
what
what I
he's
mean?
doing.
Like,
Yep.
it's just like, there's no other way to, like, when I watch the game, that's just how I feel
He
about
finds
it.
space.
He's like Travis Kelce, man. He's just always open. It makes no sense.
Travis.
It literally makes no sense. The guy's always open. Talking about the best player of all time. I don't mean to pivot right into baseball,
No, pivot.
but Barry Bonds, you see, getting inducted into the Pirates Hall of Fame this summer. That's a huge step.
Pre-steroids.
But
But he was still a 30-30 guy. He would have been a Hall of Famer regardless if he took the juice or not.
That's a
But
huge step.
His season, though, it's embarrassing to me that the three possible best players, maybe not best, but Roger Clemens,
Pete Rose.
Barry Bonds,
To not be in the
I mean,
To not be
Alex
involved.
Rodriguez.
A-Rod, yep. No.
But some guys are in there. They have tainted records and stuff like that. But they just didn't get caught.
You're 11 years old, 10 years old. You're watching baseball. If you could watch Mark McGwire put one out in left field on the same day that you could watch Barry Bonds put one into the water,
Yeah.
and Sammy Sosa doing his 3 hops,
Yep.
that was the equivalent to my 10-year-old orgasm right there. Like that was
Like
like
you'd be in the front yard. You had the Mark McGuire air bat.
The Gary Sheffield.
The Gary
Sheffield.
Sheffield. That's a sin. We've gone over that before. Don't even get me started again. Number 11 should be in the hall.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
500 career home runs.
It's crazy to me. But we talked about records with JP Quick that would never be broken, and I kind of mentioned Ricky Henderson's steal record. Ellie De La Cruz,
I was
man.
gonna say De La Cruz fast as 30 and 15.
Yo, it's insane, bro. The whole stadium. He gets on first base. The whole stadium knows he's stealing. You can't do anything about it.
But it doesn't because they only have the 2 pickoff attempts.
Still,
changes the game.
100%. Definitely.
But that's what I mentioned to you in
But
the
still a
JP
feat.
episode is like the records don't mean nearly as much to me anymore because I just feel like, yes, games need to change, things
Yep.
need to change, but I feel like baseball's not the same game we used to watch when we were kids. Football's definitely not the same game it was when we were kids.
Yep.
It's not the same game it was 3 years ago.
100%.
No.
So records and things like that, they don't mean as much to me anymore.
They don't hold as much weight. I could kind of agree. Talking about like changing the game, all these guys getting hurt, all the pitchers. It's much more prevalent in the pitchers now, especially big time pitchers. Garrett Cole, Grayson Rodriguez. I mean, you get guys that Bobby Miller. All these big names are getting hurt, and they're blaming the pitch clock. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's just the pitch clock. I'm sure the pitch clock might have a little bit to do with it, but what do you think? Do you think
I
that
don't
there's
know.
any way to lessen these injuries?
Well, some guys will say it's the time between each pitch because they need that recovery. But I was always a fast tempo guy. Give me and go.
Same.
Give me and go. Give me and go. I'm getting it. I know when I'm throwing next pitch regardless.
Yep. I mean,
You love rush pitching every once in a while too.
all the time, 8 to 10 seconds. I mean, you don't want you don't want any comfortable at bats. You don't want these guys to get settled in the
They
box.
still practice swinging.
But great.
If you're an athlete, if you keep yourself in top, like if your stamina is there and you've been putting in that work on your off days or in the off season, I get it. It's very taxing on your body, your back, your legs, your hips, your arm. Everyone just thinks arm, but
Yeah.
pitching is a full body thing. But if
course.
you're getting paid millions of dollars, keep yourself in shape. Don't give me the pitch clock as an excuse.
Yeah, no, I think there's so many other things. What were you gonna say?
I was going to say, but it changes how they've pitched their whole lives. That's where I think it's influential. Like that with the
But-
spider tack.
Again, that's a big part too. These guys, you're a professional. You should be able to throw a baseball within 15 seconds. When there's a man on first, you should be able to throw a baseball within 20 seconds. It's simple. If you couldn't do it last year, you should be able to do it this year. You're a professional. But the spider tack is a huge thing. The foreign substance. It sounds so bad because they say foreign substance. But like
but-
it helps these guys.
Yeah,
they don't
but
have
you
to
get
grip the
that
ball
extra-
so hard.
Yeah, I was going to say that extra grip you need to do to get that little more spin.
But-
But some
is what
batters actually feel more comfortable when they're using it because they have more control.
Exactly.
You're not worried about
Yeah.
getting clocked in the head.
Absolutely.
And like they're saying the seams are lower, this and that, and the spider tack obviously helps with that. They don't want to be getting drilled, but I was thinking like, is there ways that you can make this less pertinent, like in the MLB. And like the only like logic, they're not even almost logical. Some of them, like one of them is bring back five or 6 man rotation, put more spots on a roster.
more
Like
days
add
off,
spots
right?
to more. Yeah,
You
More
can't do more
recovery?
days off unless days off for the pitching staff. Yeah, if you do.
yeah. Days off for the pitching staff. I mean, obviously, you never want to like shorten a season, but there's a model out there. I don't know if you guys have seen it. That they want to add 2 teams, 2 fresh teams, and create 8 conferences, 8 divisions of 4 teams. So it would add 2 teams. So that's adding another 50 somewhat players, like to the MLB itself, and you would play less games. That is an interesting. I don't remember who put it out, but I love it. I kind of love it.
The traveling, as being someone who travels 2, sometimes 3 times a week, that's what kills you. Is the up downs, the changing. Like when these guys were on buses. I mean, I'm not saying it was easier because it certainly wasn't. It's definitely sucked.
Yep.
The change in altitude does something to you
But
for sure.
like I definitely feel things flare up when I get up in the air.
Oh, definitely.
But while we're on the topic of baseball, quick, check out our oven
Come on.
shirts.
Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets.
I saw Aaron Judge and Giancarlo hit a couple moonbeams earlier
Oh
today.
yeah,
Huh?
that's dude. Juan Soto. I mean,
Juan
if
Soto's
you're at your house Steinbrenner, you pay Juan Soto right now mid season. It's not a Yankee thing to do, but do you pay him mid season?
I mean, if it avoids him going to free agency and it takes the thought out of his mind, and if he's playing like this, I don't think
There's no reason not to pay this man, right?
there's no reason not to. He's what 24.
I
He's already won a World Series.
yeah.
My opinion.
He works.
probably
He
the best.
works the best at bats, man.
Yeah,
If
and
there's
Still,
so,
I mean, clearly still wants it. There's
Yeah.
he got his ring, and now you're seeing him fall off. Like he wants it.
No,
I think he loves being in New York.
They
He's
all
been
seem to be
thriving.
having the best
Like-
time of their lives.
I wish I was sometimes, able to enjoy
On
that.
the other side of things,
It's just the fan. You not necessarily you two, but other Yankee fans are the worst.
Yeah.
worse than sports fans. Besides Celtics.
Celtics.
I got a would you rather for you guys.
Ooh, let's
Like
go.
these.
I think you might like these or this. This
I like
one. I got
the
one.
red flag, green flag. By the way,
You like that red flag?
You like the red flag? I was gonna ask you about
love that.
if you have
That
one of yours.
Franco was like, "Yo, we should do it," and then like I started to get cold feet, and he's like, "No, we got to do it." It was the best thing we did.
Yeah, because the green. Cut that. Plus 30 seconds.
My would you rather? Would you rather not be able to smell or not be able to hear? Now, let me just tell you right now that you'd still have a nose and you'd still have ears. So aesthetically, you would look normal.
That was like not even a thought.
It was
be
the
honest.
first on mine. I was like, "Wait, where's my nose?"
I was like, wait a second. I wasn't like, if I can't smell, do I not have a nose? Come on.
You look like Voldemort.
Smell.
Smell. Yeah, because if imagine I couldn't hear you.
You'd rather not be able to smell?
For sure.
Yeah, dude.
Both of you easy like that?
Easy.
That was like
Easy.
Oh, bro.
And you got to think like you lose one of your senses, like the other ones are heightened. Oh man, I'm gonna taste the shit. I'm gonna taste the shit out of everything I eat.
Your smell is part of your taste. Smell is part of your
That's the
taste.
thing. So let me tell you, mine, it was easy for me.
Wait,
Are you
hold on,
fully deaf?
hold
Like,
on.
what's going on here?
Hold on, the 5 senses.
Sorry, if anyone's
the 5 senses.
Smell,
Yep.
taste, touch.
Okay, so don't fuck the other 3. Smell and taste. That's 2 separate ones.
No, but smell has an influence on your taste. Here's why. Here's proof. You ready? I lost my sense of smell briefly when I had COVID.
Which
I will
time?
tell you that what happened?
Which time?
The second time. No, the first time briefly. Coffee tasted like shit for a good week.
So,
Really?
Yeah. So smell definitely does impact your taste.
I'm not debating that, but what I'm saying is they're 2 different senses. So I'm not losing. If I lose my smell,
you still have some taste, but it's
No,
not going
you
to be
have
as
taste,
like,
but it's not going to be as great.
It'll probably be-
you
no,
ever,
it'll-
ate your favorite food with a stuffy nose, and it just isn't the same. It's the same thing.
I've had a stuffy nose for the last 15 years, bro.
with that kind of
Chronic cold. Yeah. So food was my reason, and I said COVID ruined the food thing for me. And then also too, like smells take you back, man. Memories. You could randomly smell something.
Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Or you
like
could hear something and randomly go back.
no, well, you could
hear
go to a
song.
rave and be deaf and feel the beats and see the colors and
You couldn't
smell
have
all the
your
pussy.
podcast
I'm like,
smell all the.
responsible for 80% of what we taste.
smell is responsible for 80% of what we taste. Says who, Phyllis?
Science world.
Science.
Says them.
They say.
Hey, Prestigious Academy of.
No, I just feel like smell contributes to taste. It contributes, like I said, you could smell something randomly and go back 15 years to a random memory you had. Like
No,
you never,
definitely, no,
You were
I
never walking like somewhere and you just smell a perfume and it takes you back to like a one night stand that you had. I swear to God, like that's a thing.
Yeah, but also you used to go to the mall or something. You're walking around. You hear a song playing. You're like, oh man, I remember that song in high school or in college. That brings you back to a memory in college.
Sometimes you could tell what song it is just by the beat.
How big are your speakers in the car?
That shit bang.
I'm just thinking different things like I could just smell immediately. Like remember like walking into Hollister, you just get blasted with.
Oh, the cologne.
Yeah.
I like that
And
cologne,
perfume.
What else? I mean, the Play-Doh is the first thing I think of. Like
Subway. Boom. You know that
dude,
Subway smell?
Yeah, dude.
Stink.
Right?
Subway. You
And then
come.
you stink like it the rest of the day.
Yeah, for 3 days. You can't get that out of your skin. So I saw something a couple days ago. It's one thing that you could bring back to Long Island that doesn't exist here anymore. I'm only bringing it up because you brought up Subway and it jogged my memory. My one thing would be Quiznos. I miss Quiznos so much,
That
man.
little guy jumping.
the honey mustard chicken sandwich from Quiznos was A1.
But bro, you said it
They
yourself.
have Quiznos
though.
in other states.
No, do they? I don't think so.
I've seen them on the road.
You said it yourself though. We live in New York and Long Island, especially with some of the best
Delis.
delis around, and you miss Quiznos that much. You say that yourself.
The Quiznos honey mustard chicken sandwich will forever go down. That's one thing that I'll like. Even when if I choose to lose my smell, I'm gonna taste the shit out of that.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you.
What would bring back? You have one off the top of your head?
No, go ahead.
I don't have one right now.
I was gonna say, like, is laser tag still a thing?
Laser
Yeah,
tags,
it's
though.
still
Is
a
it?
thing.
Yeah, it's out there.
We're just 32, so we don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
like
They're like
that was like that. Yeah, well, remember like Fun Zone and like Sportsplex for all like your birthday parties and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Those places still exist. Maybe not by that name, but
Sport
like
time is still around.
What do I miss? Honest, I don't have an answer.
You know, we've gotten a lot of stuff added here. Like when we were in high school, when we first started getting high, we used to take rides to New Jersey so we can get Sonic and then go to Dairy Queen for ice cream and then drive home.
You know
we
what?
just go to Elizabeth, New Jersey, right over the bridge and be fucking in and out.
You know what I'd want here? Steak and Shake.
Steak and Shake from Florida is fire, but that was
Same.
never here though.
Yeah,
It
I don't know.
was
If,
in
I don't
New
know.
York City?
I don't know if
Not
I've
on
ever,
Long Island.
No,
I don't know if I've ever had Steak and Shake.
missing out.
Am,
You gotta
am
put
I?
Steak and Shake.
Am I?
Modell's Sports
Modell's.
Authority. That's a good one.
Modell's was good, Phil. I'm proud of you.
But
You
no,
might
but
suck with the
Sports
audio, but
Authority.
you're making some good points today.
is Modell's closed everywhere?
Everywhere. It has to be.
The one across the one across from Barclays is closed too. Yo, oh my god!
Sports Authority's done.
I don't mean to like go completely off hinge
That's a
here,
good one.
but dude, on the train ride to the Liberty game the other day to Barclays Center, I'm on it's the Long Island Railroad still at this point. I'm sitting like in the little cart. There's two other guys in the same cart, both behind me. The guy behind me, directly behind me, out of nowhere starts screaming into his phone, like, "I'm gonna kill you, bitch!" Like I'm talking, like going off, like, who the fuck is H? You didn't think I was gonna find out? He's like, you don't think I'm gonna come bash your windows? You don't think I'm gonna come stab this guy? You know I'm a professional at that. He said, you know what? Hold on. And now in my head, I'm like, hold on, this motherfucker's about to FaceTime this girl and stab my ass and show her how good he is. So I turn around and I look through like the little cut, like the little peek hole, and the guy literally looks at me, winks, and gets off in Freeport. The very next stop, gets off, walks right past me. I was so shook. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
He winked at you?
Rob, I swear to God, I turn around, I look through like the little peek hole, and he goes, and just gets up and the train stops and walks right off.
Did you call 911?
No, fuck no. Are you kidding me? I'm sitting there like, okay, I put my headphones on, no music, just so I didn't want anyone like talking to me.
But you're still here.
Oh, I still hear everything. But dude, I was so shook. Like I got to the Liberty game, I was like,
I'm safe.
I'm good. I couldn't believe it. I was on the train for not even 5 minutes. He starts yelling into his phone right behind me.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you gotta act like you don't care, you don't know, I don't see.
Yeah, dude. You know how I feel about public transportation already.
Yeah.
We're about to go to Europe. We'll be on planes and trains all 2 weeks.
God bless. I hope you don't hit any turbulence like Australia.
Stop.
Dude,
Come
we're
on.
fine, we're fine. We got the jet stream on the way there.
Oh my God. No, that was the worst fight ever.
To Australia?
Australia.
We talked about this before.
Yeah.
The flight from Sydney to Australia, Sydney to Melbourne, it just went like this the whole way. It was rough.
I lost weight on that flight. So, you better come prepared. One historical figure you could sit down to dinner with, ask any questions to that they got to ask, that they got to answer. Dead or alive?
Not fictional.
Not fictional.
I didn't come prepared for the one question you always fucking ask.
Rob's sitting there, Mike Piazza.
No,
Rob's brain is going like
I've
this
met
right
him.
now.
I met him.
Mike Piazza.
He's like David.
You were too good at that, bro.
I saw the bone marrow thing today. What happened?
Dude.
Let's go with Messi. Work with the guy. I'm this close to him a few times a month. Would love to just sit down and ask him kind of like why he came over here versus, taking billions of dollars.
South Beach, baby.
South Beach.
Can I ask him a question, Messi? Why did you come to South Beach to be the second best number 10?
Oh, here we fucking go.
Not even close.
Close, dude. Two is thinking about not even getting any.
Come on, baby.
Franco, I got a question for you.
Cheetah
As far as Messi would have no idea what you're talking about.
No, that's my favorite thing. Some of these guys meet him and he's like, "Who are you?" Unless they were in a movie or do music.
Yeah.
Other athletes.
That's funny. That's actually
Like he met
funny.
Patrick Mahomes. I don't think he knew. Like what's going on. He's like, "What's up, man?" But Franco, who's your if you could have dinner with anyone, dead or alive, historical, or who's your guy? Woman.
Guy, a woman.
Thing.
I feel so. I have answered this question before. I don't know if I've ever answered it on camera. But honestly, for me, it's basically what we're doing now anyway. Like we have guests on that we want to talk to, and ask any fucking question that we want
It
to.
was a laundry list of people I want to talk to over Rob.
So
Ben Franklin, Einstein, Rob. Yeah, Rob number 3.
this is just like it's who I would just want to sit down and have a conversation with. Is no joke. I would love Kid Cudi. I would really love to just. There's so many questions. That music. Like I hate when people say, "Oh, that it saved me," but like music does. Help you in your mood and everything. And he just has like those songs, bro, that you could just play all day long, and it makes you like it puts you in a good place. So
That's
I
your
would,
jam. That's your
yeah.
song.
I would love to know his process. Like how the hell do you do? Like he put out 31 songs and they all hit in a matter of 2 weeks. I'm like, how? Like Mario's about to put out a song and he doesn't. And Dakota's like, sounds great, Mario.
Not a song.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about
All right. Well,
Keep it on the low.
who? Mario.
So like Franco said, we've answered this question before.
Yeah, you don't want to answer?
No, we've answered before, but I have an interesting one. I don't know. Lately, if I could sit down at a small poker table with Ed Milet, Gary Brecka, and Andrew Huberman and just pick their brain, I think I would.
Why do you get 3?
Well, no, because I already answered before. I said my answer would always be my no. I've learned so much about him, heard so much about him, and I never met him, and I would really want to.
Can't knock that.
I would want the chance to sit down with him. So that's always going to be my answer. But since I gave that answer already, this is how I'm feeling right now. I've been into the fitness, the health, the self-growth, and Ed Milet, Gary Brecka, Andrew Huberman have been a huge impact on me, a huge influence, and I would love to pick their brain for a few hours.
I was talking about this with somebody. Like Mario's getting really been like turning it, not to say turn around because there's nothing like really to turn around. But like, I want to make fun of him so fucking bad.
But he's doing
But
well.
I really can't.
Smile. He's smiling on his
I
own.
really fucking can't.
That's a real smile,
Yeah.
folks. Get a picture of that.
I feel great. I feel great. Like you said, I never
looking
had an
better.
issue. I've never been addicted to a substance, but just wasn't feeling like I was making the most of every moment that I had. And I'm really just...
I literally had somebody ask me like, "How are you not giving him more shit?" And I'm sitting there like, honestly, I want to, but I can't find it in me to like, because there's really nothing to make fun of. I want to bury you, but I simply can't.
And I don't know, I'm becoming addicted to complete sobriety and just growth. And that's where I'm at right now. And next year, maybe I'll be eating mushrooms, doing edibles, and who knows? But
In Europe.
yeah, who knows? But right now, I'm very much addicted to sobriety.
No, that's good. It's a good thing, and
We're the Oven Podcast. Thank you for tuning in.
for sure.
Don't forget, subscribe. Spank that subscribe button if you haven't already. Keep sharing the show with your friends. And like Franco has been wanting me to say for a little bit now, don't forget, there's always an open seat for you. at the oven.
Yes, sir.
Keep it cooking in the oven.